In the last class, we have discussed about bitwise operators, which are used to perform bit level operations. See now, bitwise and bitwise or bitwise not, bitwise XOR, we have left shift, right shift, and all. How this is going to be work? What are the operations we are going to be performed on bits? How we are going to be perform that we see today with an example. See now, just I'll take 15 is there, 8 is there. If I want to perform the bitwise operations on this 15 and 8, how we are going to be performed? See, first the 15 has to convert into binary. 15 has to convert into binary. See, what is the procedure to convert this into binary? We are discussing like 15, we are going to be divided with 2. 2 sevens are 14, 1 is the remainder. We are going to be write like this. Next, 2 threes are 6, remainder is 1. Next, 2 ones are 2, 1 is the remainder. See, we have here 4 ones. Like this, we are going to be take the zeros and ones, the remainders. So convert 8 into binary. 8, we are converting into binary. We have to divide with 2. We'll be getting remainder 0. And here also 1, 0, 0, 0. If you see here, this is this. So 15 is 4 ones, 8 is 1, 0, 0, 0. If I want to perform bitwise, bitwise, and how we are going to be performed. If we have both are zeros, then it will be 0. If 1 0 we have, then also it will be 0. If we have both ones, then only it will be 1. See here, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. Now, what is this value? See, we are going to be convert this binary to decimal. Binary to decimal. So first, what is meant by binary? It is having only zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. In our computer memory, whatever we are storing, that data is going to be stored in terms of zeros and ones. Whatever may be English language we are giving, Telugu language we are giving, Hindi if we are giving, Kannada if we are giving. But in the computer memory, when it is storing the data, it is going to be stored in the form of zeros and ones only. And whenever it is required for us to access, we are going to be get in terms of our given language. So here we have this in terms of binary, the result. We want to convert this. We have to convert this. How we are going to be convert this? 0 into 2 to the power of 0 plus this next 0. 0 into 2 to the power of 1 plus next 0. 0 into 2 square plus 1 into 2 to the power of 3. 1 into 2 to the power of 3 is 1 into 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 8 plus 0 plus 0 will be getting 8. So after performing the bitwise AND of 15 and 8 will be getting 8 here. And if you see here, 15 and 8 bitwise OR operator, 15, this is the values we have, 8, this is the binary number we have, bitwise OR. So here 15 and 8, 15 or 8. See here 1, 1, 1, 1 we are going to get. So which is 15. which is 15. So XOR operation, if you want to perform, so that also we can able to perform. See here, 15, 8, 111, 1000. If you are performing XOR operation, 15 XOR operation, here 101, 101, 101, 11 is 0. If you want to convert this into binary, 1 into 2 to the power of 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 into 2 square plus 0 into 2 cube. So 0 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So that will be 7. So this value, after applying the XOR operation, we are getting the 7 as a result. Like this, we are going to be perform the operations on bit level. Okay. So I think you got the difference between logical operators and bitwise operators as well. Logical operators, which is used for representing the condition, and the condition result will be getting either true or false. Based on that, we are going to be perform the task. See, this is the how we are going to be take the example for binary operators. And next we have ternary or conditional operators, where we have two operands, two operators, that is colon, colon, and three operands are there, two operators and three operands. So the syntax for that, how it is going to be get, we'll be writing condition over there, we'll be writing condition over there. If the condition is true, statement 1 will be executed, otherwise statement 2 will be executed. How this is going to be work? How this is going to be work? We'll see. See, the condition we are writing here, if the condition is true, the statement 1 will be executed. If the condition is false, the statement 2 will be executed. Here, if you want to write the condition, then definitely we have to use the relational operators for writing the condition. If the condition is true, this statement will execute. If the condition is false, this statement will be executed. So like this, it is going to be work. We'll see the examples for this. Uh, the next topic, as of now, any doubts in the bitwise operators or this ternary operators? Hasmita, any doubts?
No, sir.
Next, we have control statements. Control statements. See here, what is meant by control statements? We have three types of control statements. Three types of control statements. One is sequential statements. Sequential statements. Then we have selection statements. Third one, we have looping or iteration statements. Looping or iteration statements. See, first we have sequential statements. Sequential statements in a sense, all the instructions are going to be executed sequentially. After executing first instruction, it is going to be execute the second instruction, next third instruction, fourth instruction, fifth instruction, like that. Each and every instruction, it is going to be executed sequentially. Whereas coming to the selection statements, it is going to be select some statements which has to be executed based on the condition. If the condition is true, some statements has to be executed. If the condition is false, some other statements has to be executed. Like that, we are going to be right. So again, we have different types of selection statements. That is simple if else, if nested if, then switch. We have this. Whereas coming to this looping or iteration statements, continuously some statements are required to execute for some time. See, like 5 times, 2 times, 10 times, 100 times. Some same part of code we have to execute multiple times. Instead of writing the code again, 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 if we are making it in a loop, how many number of times it is required for us, that many number of times the loop is going to be get executed. See here, for loop, while loop, do while loop is for loop, while loop, do while loop is there. So we'll discuss one by one in detail. So first, simple if. How this simple if is going to be work? The syntax, just to check one condition, we are using simple if. See here, if we are writing condition here, if the condition is true, the statements are going to be executed. Body of if or statement if statement. This is a syntax. This is a syntax. See how this syntax is going to be work. How this syntax is going to be work. We have the condition. If the condition is true, this if statement is going to be executed. Or body. We are going to be represent the block of statements will be represented within open and close braces. So example, block of statements. Either it is a single statement or more than one statement. If that is enclosed within the open and closed braces, that is considered as block of statement. Okay. So this is an example for this block of statement. See here, if only one statement has to be executed, if only one statement has to be executed, we may represent that within the braces or not also fine. It is going to be work. But more than one statement has to be executed in a sense, definitely we have to enclose that within the block, that is within open and closed parentheses. Otherwise, in the logic, what we are going to be, what we have written, it may gives the different output to us other than our expected one. So because of that only, we have to go with uh, if more than one statement we have to execute under the condition is true, then definitely we have to enclose that within the open and close braces. We'll see that practically. Simple if I don't know, I'll be giving the class name. Public study required me. So just I'll take this example to check whether the number is positive number or not. Just if it is a positive number, it is going to be give it is a positive number. Simple for simple. See how in n I'll be giving as 10. In n I'll be giving as 10. We are checking that if n greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0, this is positive number. This is positive number. See, n value we are going to be take here. We are having n value as 10. We are going to be check with the condition here 10 greater than or equal to 0. The condition is true. If the condition is true, then directly it will enters the body of the condition and it is going to be execute this statement. Here, in the body, what we have written, this is positive number. It is going to be displayed the output as it is positive number. This is positive number. See, here we are discussing each and every time by giving the static value. This is nothing but static initialization. This is nothing but static initialization. We are giving the variable value in the um, program itself. We are not asking the user to take the input during execution of the program till now. So how we can able to accept the input during the execution of the program? We'll see that. See, int n is 10 is static initialization. Initialization. That is, it will get assigned the value to n during compilation. During compilation. But we have to initialize it dynamically. How it will be possible? By using scanner class, we can able to achieve that. By using scanner class, we can achieve this. How we'll use the scanner class? For the scanner, this is a scanner class. We have to create the object. SC, I'll be giving the default object for the scanner class. New scanner. We are accepting the input because of that system.in. Scanner is a class. S should be capital letter. As we know that Java is a case sensitive language, S should be capital letter. And here SC we have this an object. Instead of this SC, you can use anything as per your requirement and based on the situation, you can use anything. So by default, we'll be using SC is the object. System.in, which is used for accepting the input. So now here, if we want to accept the input for the variable n, we have to give sc.nextInt, sc.nextInt, which is going to be accept the integer value. NextInt, which is used for reading the integer value. So next, uh, sc.nextFloat, sc.nextFloat, which is used for reading floating point value. sc.nextDouble. Okay, so like this, we are going to be used for reading the double value. So in the coming examples, we'll see the remaining methods what we are going to be use. I'll show you here. See here int n I have declared the variable and I would like to accept the value n from the user during execution of the program. System.out.println, enter a number, enter a number. That number we are going to be read here. sc.next 8. What is sc here? We didn't write the scanner class till now. scanner. Sc is new scanner system.in. See, it requires some package. We are getting, see, scanner sc new scanner system.in. Even though if I have written that, it is going to be giving the error red color underline. What it means is we have to import that scanner class. We have to import the libraries related to the scanner class. Those are comes under the utility package. So because of that, we are going to be import this particular package. It is going to be provide the suggestion for us. In that suggestions, we have to choose which is required for us. That is also one of the benefit we have with the IDE. So I need this. Import Java is the main package. In that package, utility is the another package. I mean to say like util is the sub package of Java. Util is the sub package of Java. Under util, we'll be having scanner class that is required for us. We are going to be import that particular one. Now, if you see, there is no error in our program. There is no error in our program. Now, if you see here, it is going to be ask us. Is going to be ask us. So minus 9 if I'm or 9 if I am entered here, it is going to be give this is a positive number. Just a minute. First output. If we run the program one time, for the output it is going to give. My input I have given is this one. See, enter a number. If I'm giving minus 5, there is nothing to execute. There is nothing to execute. Just nothing to execute. Empty. Here, no output. Why there is no output here? The condition is true. We have written some statement to be executed. If the condition is false, I didn't write anything a logic or there to implement something. So because of that, there is nothing to execute. So to overcome that, we have here if else. If else syntax. If condition, this one. So this I can say as if block, else block. How this is going to be work, we'll see. If if the condition is true, if block will execute. If the condition is false, else block will be executed. If condition is true, then if block will execute. If it is false, else block will execute. If condition is true, if block will execute. If it is false, else block is going to be executed. In simple, if the condition is false, there is nothing to execute. So here in if else, if the condition is true, if block is going to be execute. If the condition is false, else block is going to be get execute. So that example we'll see. This is negative number. See, if I've entered the positive number 8, is a positive number we are going to get. See here, if I'm executing this one more time, I'll be giving as negative number. This is negative number we are going to get. Okay. If the condition is satisfying, some part it is going to be executed. If the condition is false, some other part is going to be executed. I'll write one more program as an example for this to know whether the number is even number or not, even or odd, even or odd. To determine the given number is even or odd. To determine the given number is even or odd. So first I'll be declaring the variable as num. Here I'll be taking the input dynamically from the user during execution of the program. Because of that, scanner class I'm using. S is the object, system dot in. So we require the package. Just I'm going to import that particular package, importing that particular package. So then we'll ask the user enter the number. So to the num variable, we are assigning this sc dot c. It is going to be provide the suggestion for us. It is going to be provide the suggestion for us to enter the number. So now here we are going to be check with the condition. See, if one statement has to be executed under if block or else block, if we are writing that within the parentheses or not also fine, it is going to be work. If number, if we want to know whether the number is even number or not, what we are going to be do? We are going to be divide the number with 2. We are going to be divide the number with 2. If you are getting the remainder as 0, we can say that is even number. So here modulo division 2, if you are getting 0, modulo division 2, modulo division 2, we are getting the result as uh, we are getting the remainder as a result. We are going to get the remainder as a result. If the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say that it is even number. See, I'll write direct statement. I would like to display the number what we have taken as well. Is an even number. Else, is an odd number. So we'll check now. Then is even number. If you want to get the space, we are going to give the space over here. Then 10 is an even number. 48 is an even number. is the first input. Then second input in a sense, if I'm executing the program one more time, if I'm giving like 23, which is not a even number, after dividing 23 with uh, 2, we are going to be get the remainder as 1. Will be getting it is odd number. 23 is an odd number. Okay. So like this we can check. Whereas coming to the next concept, if else if use it to check more than one condition. Use it to check more than one condition. We are using if else if. That is multiple conditions. To check multiple conditions. To check multiple conditions, we are using this. Okay. So here syntax if condition 1, we'll be checking the condition 1 here. Let me consider some statement 1 block. Statement 1. Again else. Here we are going to be write one more if condition. Let me consider that is a condition 2. Else if condition 3. Statement 3. So like this, any number of conditions if you require also we can use. But at last we need to have one else statement. So default statement it is going to be execute here. How this is going to be function or how this is going to be work well. See, if if the condition is true here, if the condition is true, then the statement 1 will be executed and it is going to be skip the rest of the part. This is all it is going to be skipped. If the condition is true, this is going to be execute this particular block and remaining it is going to be skip. It is going to be skip all these things. If the condition 1 is false, it will enter into else block. There will be having one more condition. We are going to be check with this condition. If this condition is true, this statement will be executed and it is going to skip the rest of the part. Like this, how many number of conditions we would like to check, that many number of conditions we can able to check here. If all the conditions what we have specified is false, what are the conditions we have specified? If all the conditions are false, there should be some statement to be executed. That is the default statement. We are going to be write with else at last without having if condition there. Then it is going to be execute the default statement. So this is the syntax of if else if. We'll see the example program for that. Any number of conditions we can write with the if else if. Just we'll take simple example first. That example I would like to take here is will accept the day number in a week. Day number in a week will be having 1 to 7. So if one it is chosen Monday, two Tuesday, like that. We'll write the simple example. Yeah, now let's see. Enter a day number in a week. Enter day number in a int day number. Just we have declared the variable int day number. So we'll be accepting that day number. See, as we discussed, like if we are not declaring a variable, if we are trying to use that, we'll be getting the error. See, day number sc dot next int. We are going to be get this. If day number equal to 1, if day number equal to 1, so then I can write here only one statement I have. So because of that, I'm not enclosing this within the parenthesis. Monday, else if day number equal to 2, Tuesday, else if day number 3, Wednesday, Thursday, else if Saturday, and day 7 is Sunday. See, this many number of conditions we have written here. At last, we need to write one else statement. One else statement. Invalid day number in a invalid day number in a week. Just I have to display this. Now we'll check this. Enter day number of a week. If I have entered 5, so first it is going to be read this into day number, and then it is going to be check with the condition. Day number is having 5. 5 equal to 1. The condition is false. So then it will enter into else. Here it is going to be check 5 equal to 2. The condition is false here again. The condition is false here again. So here else if day number is 3, we are writing the statement here. This is also not going to be executed. If 5 equal to 3, the condition is false. Here it will comes here. Here also the condition is false. 5 equal to 4, the condition is false. Then it will enter into this else part. 5 equal to 5, the condition is true. It is going to be print the output as Friday. Friday. If I've entered 4, string. And again, I'll be executing this. I'll be giving the input as 10, invalid day number in a week. Invalid day number in a week. So we have to enter the input based on this. Uh, from 1 to 7, it is going to be give this. If we are giving the input other than that, it is invalid. Okay, this is an example we can say for nested, sorry, if else if. Next concept we have here is nested if. Nested if. Using one if statement in another if statement. Using one if statement within another if statement. The syntax if will be writing condition else. See within this again we'll be writing one more if condition. That is condition 2. Let's consider statement 1, statement 2, statement 3, statement 4. See how this is going to be work. Nested if statement in a sense, writing one if statement within another if statement. Writing one if statement within another if statement. See here, we are going to be we are going to be check with the condition. If this condition is true, if this condition is true, then it is going to be execute this if block. Then it is going to be execute this if block. If the condition is false here, it is going to be enter into this else part and it is going to be execute this statement. It is going to be execute this statement. So if the condition is true, then again it will enter inside. This condition is going to be checked. If it is true, statement 1 will be executed. If the condition 2 is false, then statement 2 will be executed. So again, if the condition 1 is false, it will enter into else block. So there we have written one more condition. If the condition is true, this statement 3 will be executed or else the statement 4 will be executed. Like this, we are going to be right. See now, it is not mandatory to write one more if statement in if block and one more if statement in else block. As per our requirement, sometimes we'll be writing only in the if block. Sometimes we are going to be write only in the else block. If it is required for us, then we are going to be write in both if block and as well as else block. We'll see the example program for this. Ready? Demo. Example of nested if. Example of nested if. So we are going to be accept the number if that number is positive number or negative number. If it is a positive number, whether it is equal to zero or not, that concept we'll see. Scanner class, all right. Int number, enter a number. Number is sc dot next. If number is greater than or equal to zero, system dot out dot println is positive number. So I would like to display the number also. Concatenation else is negative number, is negative number. So here will be entered if number is equal to zero, number is not equals to zero. We'll see this. Enter a number. Let's suppose if you enter the number as 5. So first 5 is greater than 0. 5 is greater than 0. So then it is going to be uh, see, 5 greater than or equal to 0. The condition is true. Then it is going to be display that the 5 is positive number. If again it is going to be checked with the condition 5 equal to 0, see the condition is false, because of that else block is going to be executed. Is not equal to 0. Next, again I'll run this. If I'm giving the 0 as input, so I'm giving 0 as input, it is positive number and it is equal to 0 as well. One more case. Minus 8500 is negative number, which is negative number. Okay, so this is an example for yesterday. And next session we are going to be discuss about switch, and we'll see after discussing the switch statement, we'll go with looping statements. Okay, so this will end the session for today.
Okay, sir.